Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hello Pile 1, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We are doing another pick a card love reading. So whomever the romantic interest is that you have on your mind, that's who we're going to be tapping into, you guys, okay? So this particular reading is your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection. I do thoughts and feelings regarding specific people like every week, right? To check in because things can change and shift very often. So we're just checking in. What's your person thinking and feeling towards you and the connection now, okay? Right now. So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so anything that resonates, claim it, run with it, do whatever you want with it. If something isn't resonating with you, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it may resonate for. I do have personal readings available. You can even get specific thoughts and feelings from your person, excluding everybody else's energy as a personal reading. That is $25. All the booking details are in the description box. Check it out. There are actually a lot of $25 readings in the specific person category. All right, Pile 1. Let's see, you guys were drawn to the blue lace agate palm stone. Blue lace agate. Let's get your person's overall energy towards you and the connection at this time. We got the void. We also have nature. I am going to say that your person is feeling very uncomfortable with where things are at with you and the connection at this time. Things for your person, the connection itself feels like it's lost a lot of warmth. Now, not to say that they can still see the potential for warmth is there. But this, I'm picking up energies, Pile 1, of this being either no communication, no contact, breakup, separation, that kind of a thing. And I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look like coming through with the energies, because we have the void, we've got nature, and then we have the magic prayer in reverse. Your person isn't necessarily handling, I can't say it's, right or wrong ways, but I will say that it's not the way that they might be handling the current status of the connection is not conducive to any real kind of healing, because with magic prayer in the reverse, that's carrying energies of somebody, and the void too, like filling a void rather than healing it, okay? The void, your person is feeling empty when it comes, and we'll find out like in their overall general energy, like their message, not their messages, but yeah, I am going to get you guys messages at the very end of the reading, but in their thoughts and feelings. If they're feeling an emptiness because they're missing you, or if they're just overall concerning the relationship itself, if they're just kind of like in a space where they're shut down, right? Not really feeling much of anything towards it. That could very well be the issue. With nature here, there's a couple of different messages coming through, like your person is just kind of leaving things up to chance, leaving things up to the universe, seeing how things naturally unfold. I feel like your person is completely taking their hands off the wheel when it comes to this connection. They're just kind of, they dropped it. They pulled their energy off of it. I will say, with magic prayer in the reverse, I am picking up on your person possibly, partaking in some kind of distraction, even possibly, distracting themselves with other people or a third party or something like that. We'll see. Okay. Any other energies? Your person is hoping, like whatever's happened between the two of you, they are hoping that something good might be able to come out of this. Whether or not, lessons can be learned, whether they learn their own lessons, or maybe they're just hoping that, so I'm hearing something about bridging. I don't know if you guys have some kind of a relationship where maybe the two of you, for whatever reason, would need to have like a peaceful communication. That might be very specific. That may not be for all of you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just your person kind of shut off to the connection, shut off towards you, feeling like there may not be anything left here in this connection for them and for you at the moment, at least. But I will say nature here kind of is, at least your person, that's giving me the energy pile one of your person still kind of like leaving the door open, like they haven't completely closed the door on the connection. They're just not putting any energy or focus or effort into it at this time. I'm hearing them say possibly in the future. Okay, so that's their thoughts and feelings are, they may be done with it right now. They may be done with the connection now, but they haven't settled it in their mind or in their heart that they're done with the connection, like permanently, overall. Just possibly for the foreseeable future, but they are definitely leaving a door open in case, life or fate or the universe brings you guys back together. All right, let's see, pile one's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile one, please. Oh yeah, wandering eye. I was picking up on that. So this is wandering eye, attention whore. It says I crave validation and attention from third parties. So pile one, realistically, your person is probably skimming dating apps, in singles groups, going out on dates and stuff like that. Okay, like I said, it's not coming from any kind of a healing place, though. It's more of a distraction rather than it is. Again, it says they crave validation and attention. It's to fill a void, and that could be very well be because they feel empty without you in the connection, or it could just be they feel empty overall, and that's part of them needing to heal, like a deeper soul level wound or something. We'll see if any of that comes through, if there's any underlying energies. Pile one's person, thoughts and feelings towards pile one, please. I just heard they are seeking comfort in someone else. And I heard specifically someone else. So there is one specific person that your person is. So that, yeah, this is definitely going to be a third party reading for a lot of you. And this said, I can't do this anymore. Let's get 4 more. There is so okay, just to put things into perspective, that them saying that they're seeking comfort in someone else, after what we just said about, you know, where that need is coming from. It's not coming from a space of it, you know, at this point in time, it doesn't seem like their desire and their drive to be with whomever that specific person is coming from a healed space. It's coming from, you know, a rebound energy possibly here. Okay, your person is rebounding with one specific person at this time. All right, your thoughts and feelings towards pile 1, please. I can still feel the pain. Yeah, your person is associating a lot of conflict. I just heard a lot of drama, a lot of pain, possibly arguments and fights and stuff with this connection. I'm hearing that the two of you had a really difficult time getting on the same page with each other about something, or maybe numerous things. Let's get 3 more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. But look at this. Okay, so this primarily came out in the position where it says I only want you, but it was kind of wanting to go back and forth. And so so even though they might be finding comfort in one specific person, I do feel like they're keeping their options open even with that person, because this talks about attention from multiple third parties, but your person just may have one specific person who's kind of stepping in and taking the majority of your person's attention. Okay, I'm gonna put this like this to remind me if I need to. Let's see, let's get 2 more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 1, please. Okay. Your person is realizing, and they are taking some accountability, pile 1, that it wasn't all, you know, they were to blame for a lot of it. And here, yeah, at the very, very bottom of the deck. So this isn't the strongest, okay? So, you know, it may just be that your person, this may be an energy that is just now starting to dawn on your person, pile 1, but it says I don't or I didn't appreciate what I found in you. Okay? I'm hearing they're realizing that. They're noticing that. They're owning that. They're, you know, accepting responsibility for that. I just heard your person say, I let a good thing go. I let a good one go. I let a good thing go. I let a good one go is what I heard. Okay, so we have remembering and focusing on good times. Okay, so yeah, your person is trying. I mean, because, okay, so this is your person being very realistic, because they're looking at things in a very logical standpoint. Because here it's like, I can't do this anymore. I can still feel the pain, and maybe that pain that they're feeling is the pain that they caused you, because they're coming out saying, I didn't appreciate what I found in you, right? An overall energy of your person feeling like maybe they dropped the ball, maybe they caused too much damage, whatever the case may be. This wandering eye plus attention whore could have been, you know, a problem with your person even when they were with you. And if that's the case, you're going to know whether or not that's the case. That's coming from a place of your person having a very deep soul level wounding that's creating a void, you know, like a black hole. It's a vacuum that can never be satisfied, no matter how quote unquote perfect the person that they might find, right? It's something they're needing to heal. Your person, I'm hearing they cannot be alone. They don't like being alone. And your person is saying, you know, they're coming through saying, I was being selfish. We're going to, you know, start working on clarifying a lot of these. Let's see. Tell me more about I can't do this anymore. I just heard I can't lie to you anymore. Tell me more about I can't do this anymore for your thoughts and feelings towards pile 1, please. The Three of Pentacles, interesting. They're saying that they can't, you know, work with you anymore. They can't work things out with you. The two of you, you know, this is like, I can't do this with you anymore. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles as it relates to I can't do this anymore. Yeah, I'm just, you know, this says teamwork. Like the two of you, maybe just you didn't function as a team, or you guys could never get on the same page about something. It's like you guys just didn't work well together. There may have been some fundamental incompatibilities here. But I mean, it is kind of interesting because your person is maybe possibly recognizing that they had a part to play in that, because we do have nature over here. There is this very subtle underlying energy, pile one, of your person thinking and believing that maybe after some time passes, you know, and I'm not saying that they're putting any conscious effort into this, right? But there is this kind of, this thing with your person where it's like, well, maybe, you know, if the universe leads the two of you back together after some time has passed, after some healing has passed, I'm hearing after the energy between you has reset, okay? After enough time has passed so that things have reset, enough time has passed so that the slate between you can be cleared or cleaned off, you know, and should it be something that the universe favors, like, you know, the two of you can, you know, possibly try it again. But your person's very hands-off with it. They're open to the possibility, but they're not putting any work towards it, okay? Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they gave it up. They gave up. Judgment in the reverse. In this context, judgment in the reverse can talk about just letting, you know, letting a dead horse stay dead, right? Letting dead things stay dead. Letting a dead horse lie, or however the case may be. It's like you guys may have tried. You guys may have tried to work things out. You guys may have tried to get on the same page. You guys may have tried to reset the energy and the connection and wipe the slate clean, but it just didn't work. And so your person, you know, with judgment in the reverse, it's like I just heard they gave up the ghost. I don't even really know what that means. Maybe you guys will know. I heard that actually 2 or 3 times. They gave up the ghost. That's an interesting message coming through with the judgment in the reverse. You know, what's coming through in that energy, them giving up the ghost, this feels like maybe they had an attachment to things working out in this connection. The two of you may have had a lot riding on this connection working out. You know, this could be more of a specific energy, more of a specific message coming through. So if it's not, you know, if this message isn't, if it's not landing, then just hold on, more messages will come through, okay? But that's pretty much what I can't do this anymore means. They, you know, y'all tried to work things out, and it just, you guys couldn't get on the same team. You couldn't get on the same page, that kind of an energy. The desire was there, all right? Let's find out more about I can still feel the pain. Yeah, they may have been very reckless with this connection. This feels like the pain that they caused you, how their actions and their impulsive nature, because we got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and in the upright position it says impulsiveness. And so when it's in the reverse, it's like, you know, impulsiveness isn't always a bad thing. Spontaneity isn't always bad. But this person definitely had, what do they call that? Shiny object syndrome when it came to third parties, right? Your person may just straight up, pile one, may have had a hard time staying faithful and loyal to you and to this connection. And this is them. They're really kind of coming through and they're owning this. Like, you know, they can still feel the pain that their very reckless and impulsive nature caused you. I'm hearing you guys had a lot of conversations about that. If you were thinking or wondering whether or not your person did, feels bad for the way that they treated you, yes, they do. They're actually pretty much up in their heads about it. We got the 8 of Swords here, and this says imprisonment. Your person actually has a hard time. Like, this feels very heavy on addiction, even though the devil itself hasn't come out, but your person feels bound by this behavior, this wandering eye, attention, horror behavior. Your person almost feels tied down to some kind of a soul level wounding, whether they're detecting it that way or sensing it that way or not. But they are noticing their behavior. They're noticing, I'm hearing a wanderlust within them, this thing of never feeling satisfied no matter who they're with. They're actually aware of it. It actually bothers them quite a bit. So your person is coming through, and they're saying, and they're recognizing and realizing, yes, their behavior caused you a lot of pain. They're also now starting to realize the pain that it's causing them, because I'm getting this energy of your person being very restless. I was going to say reckless. Yes, reckless, wanting to come through again, being very reckless, but that's because there's such a restlessness in your person's energy. They're seeking comfort. They're seeking wholeness and satisfaction. They're seeking fulfillment, okay? And because of this soul level wounding that's creating this vacuum, this black hole of a void, they can't get it. They gotta heal first. But in order for them to do that, they have to deny themselves the very thing that the void is calling for, which is attention and validation from third parties. And until your person does that, they're they're going to be bound to that reckless, impulsive, that nature. Okay, your person doesn't yet know how to deal with the restlessness that's in their soul. So the void over here, that emptiness, feels like it's all encompassing. It's not necessarily in regards to the connection itself. It's something that's driving them. They feel empty inside, and it's because of a very a core soul level wounding here. Let's see, we have I only want you, okay, and that did primarily come out in the position where it says I only want you. So your person is, and that may be another reason why they're all up in their heads, because they're noticing the duality in their own nature. They're realizing the destructiveness in their nature, the duality in their nature. They may have finally gotten to a point in their life journey where they're realizing, like, they'll aim for something, some specific characteristics of something, and it'll check all the boxes. And no matter how, many of the boxes that are checked, they're never left feeling like it's enough. Your person is starting to ask the right questions, pile one, which is very good, because that means eventually they'll start asking the right questions. They'll start finding the right answers, which is going to lead them into the direction of some actual healing, okay? But, that healing is not going to really be able to be completed until they face, I'm hearing, until they face the dragon. Isn't that something indicative of like drug addiction? Some of you, your person may have an actual addiction to some kind of substance. Okay, that did come through, because I think that's what chasing the dragon means. Chasing the dragon, I think that has something to do with some kind of drug addiction. Okay, so let's see. I only want you. Tell me more about that. Put that back in there. Tell me more about I only want you. I did see the 8 of Cups in the upright position with the Knight of Pentacles. They only want you, but it's like they had to walk away from you and from this connection, maybe to pursue possibly a, an earth sign. They only want you even though they may have left you for someone else, or they're giving attention to someone else, or their energy, they're traveling towards someone else. A possible earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That can also be indicative of, the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles can also talk about, like, they only want you. And it could be for that reason that it's taken them so long to walk away, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles can be very slow moving energy. It's progressive, so you're making forward moving progress. In this case, this person is, it's maybe been a long time in the making that the two of you actually separated. With these problems between the two of you could have been going on for quite some time. You're definitely, thoughts and feelings, pile one, your person definitely had or has an attachment to you and to the connection. That has taken them a long time to walk away from. Okay. Anything else for I only want you? See, in this, you guys, this is still coming through for me. The energy still feels like this is still in the present tense. They still, like, no matter who they're spending their time with or who they're giving their energies to or whatever, you're still the one. I just heard that Shania Twain song. And there's another song that just came through. That's an older song. You're still the one. Anyway. Anything else to add? Yeah, I mean, we got the Fool in the reverse. So what is that? Aries energy. Some people might see it as Aquarius energy. There's nothing new here, though. Your person's not, even though you're the only person that they only want you for whatever reasons, and it could be because of past history, not being able to reset your guys' connection and wipe the slate clean or whatever. It's like your person's not taking another leap of faith towards you and towards the connection. I'm hearing at this time, okay? But we have the World in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, which can talk about unfinished business, okay? Things to your person don't feel completely over. That's interesting. We have both the Fool in the reverse, which is, the very first card of the major arcana. And then we have the World in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting heavy energies, you guys, here, where your person is just kind of, again, not closing the door on this connection, not locking the door, kind of putting it away, like they're putting it away in their back pocket or something. It's weird. It's a weird energy that's coming through. Because I am picking up where your person is entertaining someone else, possibly even like building with someone else. But when they think of a future, it is very difficult for your person to think of a future that does not have you in it as the starring role in their life, like, their romantic partner. It's really strange. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about focusing on remembering the good times. Oh, okay. This is carrying energies. Now that makes a lot of sense. Your person was tired of rehashing the past, or tired of, constantly having to maybe answer for some of these, wandering eye, attention whore behaviors and stuff like that. I'm hearing a specific message coming through. They were tired of feeling like they had to answer to somebody, to you specifically, right? And so with this being clarified by the High Priestess in the reverse, what that's telling me is the good times that they're focusing on are not the ones with you. They're focused on like wanting to have a good time just overall in general, like play in the field, getting attention from, they want good attention. They want their ego boosted. They want, it's that kind of an energy. So that, yeah, with their thoughts and feelings, when they're talking about remembering and focusing on the good times, that's coming through in an energy of your person saying, you know, that like they weren't getting, you know, validation, or, I mean, not that they weren't getting, they were tired of feeling like they were being held accountable all the time. There was just a lot of pain, a lot of damage, a lot of water under the bridge, and they were tired of that energy. And so it's like, you know, this is messy. Like, that's what I was getting. Like, there's something like your person feeling like, okay, this is, the soil here is no good. It's been damaged beyond, you know, repair. You know, Pile One and I cannot seem to get on the same page about things. And I'm tired of, you know, all the turmoil, all the fights, all the tension. Even if there wasn't any fights or arguments, there definitely was a lot of tension between the two of you. And your person was like, they were missing the feeling of just attention, things being lighthearted, things being easygoing and go at the flow and stuff like that, right? And that's what, yeah, so they were ignoring their intuition. Their intuition was telling them, you know, to bite the bullet, to, you know, face their inner demons, to do the work, and they didn't do it. Okay, I'm hearing that's what led them away from you and from the connection. There was just a lot of pain that your person did not want to process. They didn't want to deal with. They're getting a very specific kind of attention and or treatment from third parties. For a lot of you, a specific third party. I'm hearing the third parties that they involve themselves with are able, for whatever reason, just to keep things lighthearted. If it's not lighthearted, it is coming in a space of just like, you know, turning a blind eye maybe to some of the things that your person is doing. A blind eye in terms of like, you know, flirting with other people. You know, if there's cheating going on in the third party connection, you know, the third party's turning a blind eye to that, or they're just not bringing it up, right? If your person is picking up on suspicions that your person might be dealing with someone else other than them, the third party's not bringing it up. And I feel like if they had a similar experience with you, you're not somebody that, you didn't do that. You were on it. Like, if you had suspicions, let's talk it out, tell me the truth. Whoever they're dealing with, that's not it. Your person is only concerning themselves in connections at this point in time where they're not being weighed down by someone else's standards and expectations, okay? And yeah, I can see now, it's like I'm being selfish. That's what your person is saying. I'm being very selfish. They're owning up to that. Tell me more about I was being selfish. I mean, you know, your person was tired of the fighting. Yeah, so we do have the Five of Swords coming out here. Although it is coming out in the reverse position. Your person was tired of the fights, of the conflict, tired of, you know, the two of you the two of you may have had a difficult time seeing things in similar ways. There's kind of an incompatibility coming through here. You know, anxiety with the Nine of Swords here. Your person was experiencing, and your person, their way of taking control of it was by, like, you know, walking away from it and refocusing that energy in the King of Swords energy in connections where they weren't called out on the carpet about things. I hope that makes sense. Let's see, let's get you guys some messages and then we will close up your reading. I am going to say thoughts and feelings, you guys, and, you know, again, this is going to be for those of you where your person is in third parties. They're not taking that connection. Well, I can't say that they're not taking it seriously, but the only reason why they're taking it seriously in any capacity is because they're not being challenged. Okay? They're not being challenged. what I'm hearing your person say is the minute someone else challenges them, calls them on the carpet, makes things, you know, not fun anymore, they're out looking for someone else, okay? And that wandering eye, attention whore energy. All right, pile one's person. If this is resonating, you guys, if you're getting from the reading what you came to the reading for, take a moment and you can show your appreciation by smashing the like button for me, which is also an awesome way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it's resonating. Become part of the family by hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. All right. Messages to pile one, please. And then we'll end your reading. Messages to pile one, please. You might be on dating apps too, you guys, because your person's coming through saying, I left when I saw you with somebody, but that could also be what I'm hearing. That may also be a preemptive thing that your person did. Okay. Let me get a couple more. It's funny that your person's coming through with the message of I'm needing security. There was something very unstable about your guys' connection. Your person's needing security in a sense of just like, I'm going to be honest, it's coming through in a very, like, really, that's not, to me, you know, somebody out on the outside looking in, the message that in the energy that's coming through, I'm like looking at your person almost side-eyed, like, that's not fair to pile one, right? But what you know, but a lot of the times these energies are coming from spaces, I mean, things that are coming out of a soul level wound, out of a black hole, out of a void, they don't make sense. Your person needed security in a sense of like, no matter what I do to pile one, no matter how I act, I need security in knowing that I'm going to get the kind of energy from pile one that I want, which seems to be like, you know, a lot of validation. Turning a blind eye is a big one, okay? Your person, that's what they're saying. They need security. They need that. They didn't have any security in your guys' connection because you weren't turning a blind eye to what they were doing. You were speaking up for yourself. You were speaking up for your needs. Yeah. So they were wanting, your person's need, them saying that they need security is like they're understanding that their needs go directly against what you needed. And they need the security to know that their needs are going to be met no matter what. That's why I'm saying, like, meh. But, you know, some of the energies that are coming through, your person really is starting to question themselves on some of these things. They're starting to really recognize these patterns with themselves. And, you know, your person with the prayer card in the reverse, the magic prayer, they may have come to a conclusion that they just need to be with somebody that has the ability to turn a blind eye, right? And not question them and be able to keep things light and whatever the case may be. Until I guess, you know, your person gets their stuff together and they, you know, heal that soul level wounding that's fueling that inner void. Let's get two more. Because it says right here, your person does want to make amends. They are, you know, somewhat remorseful for, you know, the way their actions have hurt you. And at the same time, your person is feeling at the mercy of, you know, the behaviors, the toxic behaviors that have been born out of, you know, that soul level wounding. Two more messages. Messages to pile one, please. You know what? Your person actually does not want to end this session because I only asked for two. I got three. Yeah, this says we don't share the same values, okay? I feel a lot of that has to do with, you know, your person. I feel like it's connected to this, I need security. I need pile one or whomever I'm with to turn a blind eye to whatever my behaviors are until, you know, I'm able, like, turn a blind eye to your needs and fulfill my needs until I figure things out, right? That's what that feels like. And then we have, I knew exactly what I was doing. Yes, your person, they're very aware. And this is coming right on top of I was being selfish. Your person is very aware of what they're doing. They're very aware of the ways that they're, you know, they've asked too much for you. So your person is both acknowledging that they needed you to turn a blind eye, right, to some of the shiesty stuff they were doing, and they're also recognizing that you have a need that directly opposes that. Like, you have a need for security in the connection, in terms of, like, you know, someone being loyal to you, knowing that your heart is safe, and your person is realizing that there's a conflict of needs there. Okay, yeah, so that's the incompatibility that was coming through. It's not necessarily an incompatibility in personality. It's an incompatibility in the needs, and what your person needed versus what you needed. And your person is kind of, they're in the space now where they're like, you know, not necessarily that they're liking it, again, because I'm picking up your person is very uncomfortable with where things are at between the two of you. They're not necessarily liking it, even though they're not putting any energy or effort or resources into it. And they're taking the path of least resistance, in that they're looking for someone who, for whatever reason, is able and willing to turn a blind eye to what your person is doing. Okay, and then at the very end we have I don't want to know, but it's in the reverse. And so they're not turning a blind eye to you into this connection. Your person may actually be somehow keeping tabs on you, because I feel like this is something regarding you. Let me find out what that's about, and then we'll close your reading. Well, tell me more about I don't want to know in the reverse. Okay, your person is wanting to know whether or not the two of you have a chance for maybe coming back together at some point in the future. Your person wants to know whether or not, because your person is leaving a door open for this connection to possibly, like, come back together again at some point in the future, and they're wanting to know that you're doing the same. You know, they want to know if you've moved on, and if you've moved on permanently. Okay, so that is an interest of your person, pile one, in terms of their thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection and their messages to you. All right, you guys, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, pile one. Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading. Today we are channeling your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection. So I'm doing the thoughts and feelings reading about every week, because, you know, thoughts and feelings can shift and change. So this is really one of the only readings that I do on a weekly basis. So this is just, you know, your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection right now. Okay. Just keeping an eye on, you know, on their energy towards you guys for you. Your person may be very chatty. Yeah, your person may be very chatty, pile two. They might have a very chatty energy. Anyway, pile two, yeah, so just keep in mind it's a general reading, so anything that resonates, definitely, you know, take it, run with it, claim it. If something isn't resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it may resonate for. Sometimes, you know, really specific messages can come through, and specific messages aren't, you know, they're not meant to resonate with everybody. So just, you know, hang tight. More messages will come through. I do have personal readings available if you would like for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. Just check the description box below for booking details. I do have this specific reading available, your person's thoughts and feelings for you, for $25. It's in the description box. There's a lot of other $25 readings available in the specific person category as well, so check them out. All right, you guys. There may be an issue that your person has with expressing themselves about something, though, because I am picking up on an energy, your person being very chatty, but as soon as I tapped into the energy of your guys's, your person and your connection, my throat closed up. And yeah, I just, I just activated some Palo, but I did that for the first one too, and it didn't have that effect on me. So that might be something with it. And you guys were drawn to the rainbow fluorite, which can talk about, needing to filter out negative things. And so I am picking up some energies where maybe your person, they want to talk. There's a lot that they want to say. But there might be certain things that your person feels that they're needing to, I'm hearing, keep to themselves. Okay, there's some certain things that they're needing, they're feeling that they're needing to keep to themselves. Let's find out more. And what's their overall energy? Okay, so we have the Sage and riding the wave backwards. So yeah, your person is actually, I'm hearing them say that they're taking you and this connection very seriously. They're not leaving anything up to chance with riding the wave in the reverse, okay? They're trying to see things from a 30,000 foot view. They're not wanting to act out of impulse, and they're wanting to be, so they're wanting to approach things in a very wise manner. They're being very careful about how they handle this, or how they approach this, or how they approach you or handle you. They may go against the grain, but if they're going against the grain for some reason, and so the riding the wave in the reverse is not going with the flow, right? Not going with the natural flow of things. And if that's the case, the reason why your person is doing that, it's actually coming from a place of wisdom. They're fighting the natural current, whatever that may be, and we'll find out when we delve into, more their thoughts and feelings towards you. And we're going to get some messages from them at the end as well. What I'm hearing is they're moving very deliberately. Okay, so if something isn't making sense to you, pile 2, with the moves that they are making, maybe we'll find out what's going on there. But your person, their thoughts and feelings, like the moves that they are making, are very deliberate, even if they don't make sense to you. Okay, and they believe that they're coming from a place of wisdom. And I am hearing that they're just wanting to do what's best for everybody involved, okay? The highest good. And everybody, the fact that they're saying everybody, because this is a reading just about your guys' connection. There may be your guys' connection, or there may be multiple people involved, okay? Whether it's kids that the two of you might have, or families bonded together, maybe a friend group, or it could be third-party situations, okay? We'll find out. Pile 2's person, tell me more about your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2. I'm hearing that they just want to do the right thing. So, okay, I didn't call out any astrological markers for pile 1, but they are coming through for you guys. I'm picking up on Libra energy. I'm also picking up on Sagittarius energy and Gemini, okay? Libra, Gemini, so air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and then Sagittarius. One more shuffle. Pile 2's person. Your person may be withholding communication from you at this time, even though they are wanting to talk, and there's a very specific reason why they are doing that. And there may be something about the way your person is pacing things. And I'm channeling your person very clearly. The channel with them is open. So it's not necessarily that they're closed off to you into the connection. They're moving in a very deliberate way, okay? Very interesting. Okay. Pile 1's person. I just saw not for the foreseeable future, and someone or something else has my attention. We'll find out what comes out. But yeah, that might be why they're withholding communication. They're wanting to talk to you, or there may be something affecting the pacing of the connection if the two of you are in communication, but maybe it's like very sporadic, or just, you know, the times when you guys communicate may be few and far between. You know, you may be thinking that it's coming from a space of them just kind of, you know, doing whatever, but that's actually not it. Your person is being very deliberate in the way that they are moving in this connection. Let's see if we can tap in. And something that they are saying that I just saw, it wasn't, you know, I just saw it as I split the deck. We'll see what comes out, that there is something and or someone else that has their attention, not necessarily their heart, their attention. We'll find out, okay? Again, that overall message that was coming through, they're just wanting what's best for everyone involved. There could be kids involved here, right? Maybe if your person has kids, this could be a very specific message, but if your person has kids, or if you have kids even, they may be very careful in the way that they're moving, because, you know, whatever's happening in your guys' connection could also involve and affect the kids, okay? And your person is being very mindful about that. There could be other, you know, groups and situations as well. This is so weird. There, you guys, I'm shuffling, and I've never had this happen in a reading before. I'm shuffling and things are flipping out, but it's like I'm being drawn to put them back in the deck. Like there's so much that your person wants to say, but it's almost like they don't feel like they have the green light to say them. So this is giving me energies, pile one, of your person not necessarily holding back on communication because they don't want you to know, or they don't want to express it. It's almost like they're being responsible with the things that they say. They're being responsible with communication. They're being responsible with the things that they say to you. Okay. Pile one's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile, or not pile one, sorry, pile two. Pile two's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile two. Ooh, it's just a game to me. We'll see what that's about. That's not, that actually does not resonate with what I'm getting through here. So we'll see what's going on with that. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile. We were moving too fast. Okay. But then we have, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, I'm seeing where this is going. It started off to your person. This connection, pile two, may have been very unexpected. Because the reading kind of opens up with them saying it's just a game to me. But, you know, the energies I'm tapping into overall, I'm like, that doesn't resonate. That's not landing. And I'm seeing it's because your person is kind of telling a story. They're saying like it was, right? That was maybe the intention. Maybe it wasn't, you know, maybe when the two of you first met, it was supposed to be like casual, right? And that's not how it turned out, you know, because it went from being just a game to your person to, oh shit, you know, there's feelings here, things are developing, things are kind of moving. Now I'm seeing why we have ride the wave. It's in the reverse, because your guys' connection, and it may be due, and we'll see what else, because we're getting some more energies out, but these are very strong messages coming through. I want to get them out before I progress further. Your person was not expecting to have the connection and the bond and the feelings that they have for you. And because of the strength of the bond and the connection and the feelings, things were taking on like this connection, and the relationship itself was taking on kind of a natural trajectory towards, like, you know, a serious commitment, towards maybe having a family together, moving in together, getting married. It was kind of like, I can see like it was heading in that direction. It was gaining momentum in that direction. And that was not what your person is or was ready for, right? For a lot of you, your person wasn't looking for that. They weren't looking for something serious, you know, for whatever reason. or maybe they just weren't prepared, you know. It just, maybe it wasn't the time. The timing may have been off. We'll see what else comes out, you know, because they are over here saying you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Right? And they were not prepared for that. Let's see, let's get 3 more, please. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2. Your thoughts, now your person's being quiet. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2, please. Okay. There may be some fundamental differences possibly in, like, maybe your guys' lifestyles. Okay, the way that you do things, the way that you approach life. Maybe I'm not picking up on a lot of fundamental, like, character differences or personality differences. I'm picking up specifically there's something going on in the way that your person's life is structured. Maybe, you know, their particular lifestyle, how your life is structured, your particular lifestyle. There's like things that you guys have going on in your individual lives that your person, for whatever reason, is like you guys merging your worlds together to your person doesn't feel like it would work out. Like, it's not that you guys as people are different, it's like your worlds are different, and your person is they're not able. That's why they're kind of in the sage energy, like they're really looking at things from a 30,000 foot view. Because they are taking things seriously, but they are looking at things from a very logical, you know, wisdom-based standpoint. They're looking at your world and their world, and they're like, okay, you know, just from the outside looking into your person, they're not seeing how the two of you can merge your worlds together in a way that would be, where it would work. There's... You know, okay, so I mean, what are some of the things that are coming through? This would be, and I'm just giving examples, and this may actually be someone here, like your guys' story, you know, your world might be very put together, right? Your world might be very structured. You know, you go to work, when you go to work, you've got things, you know, your world could be very routine. You know, you might have kids, you might have, you know, just responsibilities to friends, to kids, to family members, versus like your person maybe, you know, I'm picking up on someone that still may have some growing up to do, like their life, like, you know, like you could have kids and they don't have kids. You know, you could have been married, you can have kids, you can have, like, you know, this serious, you know, long-standing career, or you're working towards that. You know, your life is very structured and your person's world is not, right? They could be somebody that's been like a lifelong bachelor or bachelorette, or they could just be at a moment in their life where it's like they're looking at their world and looking at your world, like the two just... They're not seeing how the two can fit and merge together in a way that would be peaceful for the two of you, right? Let's get one more. Yeah, it'll never work out. Our worlds are just way too different. That's what I'm picking up from that. It's not that you guys as personalities and as people are different. It's your lifestyles. Your worlds are just different, okay? Them feeling like you wouldn't fit into their world and they wouldn't fit into yours, you know? And so it's like, I can kind of see like your guys' world, and you have a little bit of a merging where maybe the two of you do spend some time together, but it's like to actual fully merge your guys' worlds together, your person is like, they're saying this is their thinking, their thoughts and feelings, is like the two of you merging, fully merging your worlds together, would, to your person, create some kind of chaos, okay? If not chaos, then at least like conflict between the two of you. But yeah, some of you, your person maybe have that doomsday thinking. They might have some of that catastrophic thinking, you know. Some of you here, that might be your person. And then here it says, you got me over my ex / the third party. They're not hooked on anybody. This has nothing to do with someone from their past. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Ouch. We'll see what the rest of the messages, you know. And it's at the bottom of the deck, so it's not the strongest of energies. Your person may be questioning that. You know, your person knows that they do love you, that they care about you, but they may be possibly asking themselves, okay, I know that I love pile 2. I deeply care about pile 2, but am I in love with them? And the reason why they might be questioning that is because they're not. You know, your person may be coming from a standpoint like, if I was in love with pile 2, then, you know, wouldn't I want to do whatever it takes on my end to make our worlds fit together, okay? So, I mean, you know, that's a very real, that could, you know, that could be it. It could be that your person is questioning whether or not the love that they have for you is deep enough to do that. And it could very well be that, you know, them kind of stepping outside of themselves and really looking at things from a 35,000-foot view, realizing, like, you know, if I was in love with pile 2, then I would, you know, wouldn't I do anything to be with them and to make them work, to make things work with them? And so their desire to not, at least in this point in time, want to do that is making them wonder whether or not, you know, it's love, but it's not them being in love, okay? All right, let's see. Tell me about, again, that's bottom of the deck energy, though. So, I mean, like I said, that could just be a contemplation. That could be something that your person is asking themselves. That might be part of this thing about them, like, batting around in their mind. Like, you know, so we'll see what else comes out. Tell me about, and that might be why they're kind of holding back on communication, because they're kind of feeling confused about things at the moment, and so they're not wanting to, you know, they're wanting, like, if they are in communication with you, they're wanting to be super responsible with the things that they are telling you, because they don't want to create, you know, a standard or an expectation or false hope or anything like that. Tell me about It's Just a Game to me. Ooh, yeah, it's just a game to me. 8 of Cups and walking away. What does this got to do with pile 1 or 2? Why do I keep calling you pile 1? Okay. That's how your person was. Like, you know, your person didn't have they never had a difficult time really walking away from people, I guess. And it could have been something for your person, like they walked away, you know, their way of doing things was that they would walk away before things got too serious. They would walk away before, you know, the connection was able to get in their heads. That was their way of doing things. But something about their connection with you, almost like just because the bond and the connection that you guys had was just so it just took over, and it kind of overridden a lot of your person's natural like defense mechanisms, and things were moving pretty quickly in a direction that your person wasn't ready for. Your person is feeling very confused about this connection at this point in time, at least where they're at with things now. Because they're still in this energy of like, pile 2 is the best thing that's ever happened to me. They're feeling very confused. Tell me more about I can't do this anymore. I will verify or clarify I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Tell me about I can't do this anymore. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 2, please. Yeah, literally, it's like they can't invest anymore. But why? It says I can't invest in this connection anymore. Why? I can't put anything more. I can't put any more in. Why? What's going on here? Something about communication. Okay. Hold on. This doesn't feel, this doesn't feel like it's all encompassing. Okay. This feels like that has to do with them them having a lot to say, but not being able to. This feels like them not wanting to hold back, because with the 7 of Pentacles there, that's, you know, a lot of time and effort and stuff like invested in something, right? And we're talking about their thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection. And that's being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. You know, they're slowly wanting to build on communication and stuff like that. So if this is something where the two of you were maybe communication between the two of you has not been the best, okay, your person hasn't really been expressive or open and transparent about things going on in their lives. This feels like them not wanting to hold back from this connection anymore, because we have the 5 of Cups showing up in the reverse with the 10 of Wands. Your person, they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose this connection. They don't. I'm kind of sensing like an inner struggle. Again, that confusion's coming through, because your person cannot understand, like, if they loved you the way that they think that they love you, why hasn't it been motivation enough for them to change whatever the parts of their world that they're seeing as would be conflicting with yours? So that's giving me energies of somebody that maybe might have some kind of an addiction that they need to get under wraps, or maybe certain connections that they're needing to, you know, address that could interfere with your guys' connection if you guys did fully merge worlds together. You know, scenarios and instances like that. I mean, things that are seemingly within your person's control that they have not done yet. And so your person is thinking to themselves, like, if I really loved pile 2 the way I think I might love pile 2, if I was in love with pile 2, wouldn't I be able to do that? You know, so there is definitely a confusion coming through in that. I'm not really necessarily picking up where your person has figured out definitively that they're not in love with you. They're questioning it though, because they're under this impression that if they were, you know, if they were in love with somebody, that being in love with somebody would be motivation enough to just completely overhaul and change their life. you know, to do the things necessary and required in order to successfully merge, you know, two worlds and lifestyles together. And so they're still kind of, you know, they're looking at that, trying to figure out what that is, you know. But there's a lot of deep feelings here. Your person does have some kind of an attachment to you. The reason why I'm having a hard time detecting how deep it goes is because your person hasn't yet really tapped in or figured it out. But they do know, they are recognizing there's a deep bond here. There's a deep connection. I think what they might be questioning is something about the chemistry. Okay, there might be something about the chemistry there. But, you know, you got them over an ex or a third party. So your person is just feeling really confused right now, all right? But they are actually overwhelmed and overloaded with, you know, they don't want to lose you and they don't want to lose the connection. They want to open up lines of communication with you. They do want to be more expressive, and they're not going to do that until they figure some of this stuff out. Because for whatever reason, they're in this space now where they're trying to figure out, okay, is this just... do I just love pile 2? Do I have a deep, you know, or is this like that in love? Like, you know what I'm saying? So they're confused. All right, they're confused. I'm just going to tell you that. Let's see. Tell me more about you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Tell me more about that. I just heard that song. And it's from Aladdin, A Whole New World. Yeah, you opened their eyes to a whole new world of possibilities. And I feel like that's your person. That's why they keep questioning, like, if I loved pile 2, wouldn't I, like, chase that? Right? So they're trying to figure out where that hesitance and resistance is coming from. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Tell me more about that. You ease their anxiety. You are a calming point. And I just heard a port. You're a port of calmness and relief. Something about your energy to your person is very healing and very relieving and very calm. Almost like your energy is like a balm or a salve for them. You may have taught them some very efficient ways of dealing with anxiety. You may have taught them or helped them. I'm picking up for a lot of you, even just thoughts of you, just knowing that you're in their life, like just you. You're almost like a safety net to your person in terms of like anxiety and depression and stuff. Like there's something that they do anchor on to you in terms of like their thoughts and feelings that kind of keeps them from going under. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you're the one that your person comes to when they are feeling in a dark night of a soul, in the dark night of the soul, right? Overwhelmed with like depression and anxiety. You're the one that they call on, because even if it's just like in memories or just they think about you, like, you know, it's your energy, it's memories of you, it's thoughts of you that they hang on to, that helps kind of keep them afloat when they feel like, you know, the dark night of the soul is trying to pull them back down. Your person is realizing you're a very important, and I'm even hearing a pivotal, you're a very important and pivotal person in their life. And there's, for some reason, there's a lot of confusion though. I don't know why. I'm picking up your person is having a difficult time. It was like, okay, is pile 1, do I love pile 1 like more of a friend, you know, or a sibling or a family member, or do I love not pile 1, sorry, or do I love pile 2 as like, you know, a person would love their spouse. They're trying to figure out like, you know, exactly where they're at with that. Tell me about I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Yeah, they're trying to figure it out with the Queen of Swords. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to get very clear about where this love is coming from. Okay. The reason why they're questioning that is because they're not committing. They figure that if they were in love with you and if they loved you the way, like, you know, a person loves a spouse, that would just be something they would naturally be inclined to do, is to commit to this connection. Anything else for that? And then we'll move on to their messages to you. Something flip over? We got the Ten of Swords here, which can be a very painful ending, which only adds to the obscurity of the message, which they're afraid of. They're afraid of, you know, ending things in that way. And that might be them, like, you know, them withholding the communication because they're afraid of telling you this, because they might see it as you would, you know, end things with them, right? And it would be a very painful ending for your person to have to experience. Them not having, you know, not being able to talk to you, because we got the Five of Cups here with the Page of Swords in the reverse. Them not being able to talk to you, I'm hearing is devastating for your person. They're actually afraid of what this comes down to here. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. See, because they're still questioning this. I don't think they haven't come to the conclusion yet. And right behind that, it says, not quite what I'm looking for in a life partner. See, they're trying to... Yeah, there just seems to be some fundamental differences in your guys' worlds. And they don't... So, you know, for instance, if you're somebody that has kids and they don't have kids, they might prefer a life partner who also doesn't have kids. If they've, you know, you see what I'm saying? It's just things like that. It doesn't feel... Now, there is something about chemistry coming through. Chemistry in terms of, like, you know, like you guys have chemistry. I can pick that up in terms of, like, you know, a friendship, like, you know, a family member, like, you know, a friendship that can get so close you're like a family member, something like that, versus the chemistry between, you know, like romantic partners. Okay, let's get messages from them to you, and then we'll close your reading. If you're getting from this reading what you came to the reading for, if you would do me a favor, take a moment, show your appreciation by smashing the like button for me. It's also a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it's resonating. Smash the subscribe button to become part of the family, as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Your messages to, I don't want to take that one. Your messages to, and it's funny because it says I can't reach out. For some of you, you may not even be talking to your person right now. So your person wants you to know, pile 2, that they miss your voice. They miss hearing your voice. They love the way your voice sounds. Let's get some more. I hid who I really am from you. That may be something else too. There may be something about your person's world that you you don't really know about pile 2. There may be things about your person you are not fully aware of. For some of you, your person could have maybe connections. And I'm not necessarily picking up on romantic connections, but I mean, there's something about your guys' worlds that are fundamentally different. And you may not know or realize how different they are because your person hasn't told you exactly like what's going on. I'm not picking up that it has much to do or anything to do with, you know, other romantic partners. I'm not saying that there isn't, but that's not like a deciding factor. There's something about your guys' worlds, you know. Your person might have or live some kind of a dangerous lifestyle where yours needs to be safe because maybe you have kids, right? Something like that. There is a very stark contrast in your guys' worlds that fundamentally, as they exist now, just they don't mesh together. And what your person is trying to figure out is like, if I feel the way that I do about pile 2, why am I not willing to do a complete overhaul of whatever that lifestyle is or that world is? And I'm not picking up on whatever the fundamental difference is. I'm not picking up on it like whatever and they could, again, you know, general reading. So I'm for the vast majority of you, I'm not picking up that it's your person needing to leave a very dangerous job, like, you know, an appropriate job, one that's legal. I'm not picking up on that because that's a given, right? Your person may be involved in some kind of a lifestyle, though, that could be, you know, could have some illegal activities in it, or it could just be the way, you know, it could be very dangerous for some reason, or your person may hang out with very dangerous crowds or something. There's something like that. And your person they're like, if I loved pile 2, you know, the way that a spouse loves, you know, their person, wouldn't I want to do everything that it takes to completely overhaul that part of my life? And they haven't been willing to do that. It's like they're more committed to that world than they are to you. And so that's making them question the depths of their feeling and their love for you. Let's get more. Your person doesn't want to talk anymore. Look, it says, I can't get enough of you. Even though it says, so, you know, there is something about chemistry coming through, but your person might be on purpose trying to block the chemistry out because it's not coming through very strongly for me to detect. But some of the messages that are coming through here, though, I'm like, that feels like chemistry, you know? I'm even hearing they would do anything for you, but this is literally your person saying they can't get enough of you. You know, they can't get enough of your energy. They can't get enough of your presence. Now, it's not necessarily coming through in a sexual manner. You might know whether or not pile 2 that's the case. You're going to know whether or not you and your person have amazing sexual chemistry. But, you know, your person has become dependent on your energy somehow. And for whatever reason, though, they cannot figure out for the life of them why they haven't been motivated enough to completely overhaul their life in a way where they would be able to merge their world peacefully in a smooth transition kind of a way with yours, okay? I think they're probably just getting too much in their heads over it, but they're really trying to be smart about things. They're trying to think about, you know, everyone involved. Let's see here. Give me 3 more. Okay, so they're saying, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So your person is, yeah, you're teaching them some things, whether directly or indirectly, and I have a feeling it has something to do with how your person handles anxiety. Your person's, like, you've helped them on their quest for peace. Like, somehow, I don't know if you've actually taught them things, or maybe just by way of modeling you, like watching you living as an example, they're learning some very important lessons from you. They're telling me that you are a very important and pivotal person in their life. Okay, beyond that though, it's like, they can't get enough of your energy. They just can't get enough of it. There's almost this nourishment that they're getting from you that they have not been able to get from anyone or anywhere else. Okay, give me two more. If they were attached, and see, this is where your person's getting confused, because if they were attached, to an ex or a third party for a length of time, and then you come in and, you've been able to help them directly or indirectly get over a third party or an ex, these are kind of a lot of the things that are really causing your person to, like, kind of do a double take. They're not, but I feel like they're getting in their way. They're getting in their own way because they're, they kind of have this idea, like, if somebody's in love with someone else, then they'll do whatever it takes to, and I guess there may be some truth to that, but, that's not taking into account if somebody has, like, certain soul level woundings and stuff like that, then, woundings, they don't, they act up, okay? There's not a lot coming out of soul level woundings and voids and abandonment wounds and stuff like that. That makes sense. So let's see, let's get a couple more. But I'm not telling you definitively, pile 2, that your person is or isn't in love with you, because I can't tell. Okay, I at this point I can't tell if they are. There's a lot of signs here that they're in love with you, but maybe they're just, dealing with some soul level wounding. But I'm not tapping into it. I'm just saying there's some signposts here, right? There's a message here that says, I know you don't feel the same. I'll find out what that's in regards to. Give me one more. That's interesting. So we have, I still have feelings for you, but it flipped out and then hit the thing and then landed in reverse. Okay, this is what they're questioning. At the bottom of the deck, we have, I can be myself with you. That's part of what they love with you, but to some degree, because it's like they feel like they can be themselves with you, but they're hiding a very fundamental aspect. I don't feel it's themselves. I feel it's something about their life that they're hiding from you. Because they're saying, I hid who I really am from you. Some of you, your person could have, like, a very explosive, like, anger problem. There's just some fundamental differences in your guys' world, and I feel now it's coming out like they may not even be, you may not even know the extent of what those differences are. You might have an idea or an inkling, but you may not have an idea of what the extent is. Let me find out what's going on with I still have feelings for you coming out in the reverse, because it did come out first in the upright position, but then it hit the table and turned upside down. So what's going on with that here, please? They're questioning, you know what, and it's very, they're questioning whether or not you're the one. They're questioning whether or not you're the one. What is the reason? What happened here? And then we'll close your guys' reading. Why are you questioning your feelings? Loss. Is this coming from a place of fear. I never did. I know you don't feel the same. Hold on. This is feeling more and more like a preemptive strike. There is definitely the reason why they're asking. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's largely what it is. There's no momentum. Like, something about this connection, like, lost momentum. With the Chariot in the reverse here. I'm barely picking up on a lot of this being the result of, though, like a very subtle self-sabotaging energy. Like your person almost kind of like getting in their own way. You know, there is something that might still be lingering that ties back to like their experience with an ex or a third party. Because we have Emperor showing up at the back of the deck. And so, I mean, their capability is there. This is your person having the capability of taking leadership in this connection, of taking the lead. Like, they have it in their energy. It's showing up in you know, it's at the back. It's there. It's at the back of the deck, but they're not employing that. So this is your person kind of understanding and realizing, like, maybe they did that for somebody else. Right? Maybe they did work on, you know, neutralizing something about their world so that their world and somebody else's world could coexist. And now, but they're not doing that for you. So there's some contrasting here. I do feel like there's some comparisons. They're comparing what they were willing to do for someone else when they felt that love, right? Being quote unquote in love, but they're not doing it for you. And so that's kind of making them question, like, what's going on here. But you did get them over a third party, though. Whoever that third party is, a person that they were willing to do that for, you got them over that person. So this connection obviously carries a significant impact and weight for your person, but they're lost because they cannot figure out why they were willing to do that for someone else and they're not doing it for you. Okay? Was there a loss of feelings here? And then we're going to close your guys' reading. It says, I still have feelings for you. But it's in the reverse. What's happening with that energy? It's feeling like a preemptive strike. It feels like them closing up, kind of, what do they call that? Like a protective mechanism. You know, it's kind of carrying that energy of like, I'm gonna leave you before you leave me. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. I don't feel like it's not that they don't have feelings for you. I feel like they're shutting them down on purpose, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. Rather than allowing themselves to really experience and feel this connection, the closeness that it is, I'm feeling like a tight bond between the two of you. Like you guys are like two peas in a pod, and whatever the case may be, there may be, and that may be why I'm barely tapping into it, because your person may not be consciously aware of it at all. But it feels like what's coming through is their subconscious, their nervous system, having clocked an experience from their past when they felt this close to somebody before, when they felt this chemistry with someone before, and they were motivated to change everything in their world in order to be with that person. And then things didn't work out with that person. Your person, pile 2, could have really gotten hurt in that past experience. So now their subconscious, your person's subconscious and their nervous system clocked that experience. And now that they're, they were opening themselves up, because again, they were not expecting this, right? They weren't expecting this. They weren't expecting to feel for anyone again what they felt, whatever it is they felt for this past person, they were thinking that was it. They were thinking that was it. They were thinking that they were never going to meet somebody that, where they were going to feel that way again. And then they met you. So, initially this connection was able to kind of override some of your person's conscious preemptive strikes. But at some point though, that subconscious fear took over. And now it's like now your person is really starting to question, like, why? How come I'm not willing to do those things for pile 2 when I was willing to do them for whomever this ex or the third party is, who incidentally pile 2 helped me to get over. Like, your person may have still had feelings, they still may have wanted this person back. And then they got with you, and their connection with you actually got them over that person. So, the more that I'm delving into this energy and I'm breaking in a little bit deeper, it does feel like that's what's going on here. I'm still a little bit leery of coming out and saying, yes, I believe your person's in love with you. This is just a preemptive strike. But for me, the signs are there that your person is in love with you, but their nervous system is shutting it down, because we're like, no, the last time we went down that road, the last time, with that, we're moving too fast. The last time we went down that road, the last time we felt this way, the last time we changed everything in our world in order to fit in somebody else's world, I ended up losing everything. And so whether your person is consciously aware of it or not, and they're not, I don't think they're consciously aware of it. They're not consciously aware that it's not their love for you. That's the issue here. It's an underlying fear that they have not been able to detect yet. Okay. So they're over here questioning. There's, I keep repeating myself, and this will be the last time I repeat it, you guys, but they're over here asking themselves why. Because they're seeing the necessity. They're seeing, in order to move things forward with you, pile 2, they would have to make some drastic fundamental changes in the way that they're living their life. And they were willing to do, and they may have even done that. They've done that for someone else in their past. And they can't figure out why they're not feeling compelled to do it again. And I'm picking up that it's because it's a fear, it's a trigger, but your person's not seeing that. They don't know that that's what that is. All right, you guys, we're going to end your reading there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today, and I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card love reading. Bye, pile 2. Hey, pile 3, welcome back to my channel. My name's Michelle. We are doing another Pick a Card love reading. This time we are channeling your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and towards a connection at this time. And this is one of the readings, I think this is the only reading I do every week, because thoughts and feelings can change and fluctuate, so we're just picking up on their thoughts and feelings on you right now, okay? And then next week we'll tap back in and see how things are going. Just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, definitely take it, run with it, do what you want with it. If something's not resonating, drop it, leave it behind for whomever it may resonate for. I do have personal readings available, including this one. If you guys want me to tap exclusively into your person's energy and channel their thoughts and feelings exclusively towards you, yeah, that's a reading that's available. It's only $25, so it's linked in the description box below. There's a lot of other $25 readings available in the specific person category as well. Okay, you guys, so resetting the energy real quick. Pile 3's person. Your overall thoughts and feelings. I'm feeling like your person, right away, they're trying to get organized with something. I feel like they're trying to get something out of the way, something cleaned up, something situated. I just picked up on that energy right now. Well, that makes sense. So we got soul work in the reverse, and then we've got one ring circus. I am going to check the book to see what the book says about one ring circus, but I can tell you with soul work in the reverse, your person is kind of going through, they're feeling lost right now. And this could be, it could just be something temporary, like a temporary phase that they're going through, or this could be like something major for your person, okay? Again, general energies, but I am hearing like there's the word existential crisis is coming through. For some of you, your person could be going through a midlife crisis. They're feeling very lost right now, and what's making this even worse is your person doesn't know what to do about it, okay? If soul work was in the upright position, at least your person would have some guidance as to what to do with some of these feelings that are coming up, these challenges, these questions, but they're not. They don't know what to do with these, okay? They're feeling very lost right now, and for some of you, your person's feeling very blocked just in life in general. And so the fact that this energy is coming up in terms of like their thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection, it's almost like it's not that you're not important, but a lot of their energy is going towards trying to figure themselves out, trying to figure something out. If it's not themselves, then there's definitely something going on in their environment that they're having a difficult time seeing how they're going to get past it. Okay, that's where a lot of their energy is going. We are going to tap in to find out specifically, though, what their thoughts and feelings are towards you here in a minute. So, one ring circus in the upright position, it says independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are, you have a healthy sense of where you and others begin. You're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. Okay, so it's weird because they are kind of feeling lost, but this may be having something to do with like their feelings towards the connection. Like overall, your person in life in general, right, may be coming through as having like an existential crisis or a midlife crisis, just feeling lost, like what's their purpose here. But when it comes to your guys' connection, it's like they feel confident about your guys' connection, right? We'll see what the rest of the messages that come through have to say. That's the overall energy I'm picking up, though. I'm hearing them say there's a lot in their life going on right now that's not predictable. There's a lot of things and maybe even a lot of people in their life that they are not able to rely on. But they know that's not you. They're like, pile 3 is the one person or the one aspect of my life that is like an anchor, right? Which that kind of gives them, I'm picking up that they draw a source of comfort and peace from that. So we'll see what else comes out in their reading in terms of their thoughts and feelings towards you and the connection, pile 3. Oh, and yeah, you guys were drawn to the Amazonite. Sorry, the Amazonite palm stone. The channeling of your person's energy, though, came through quickly, which is why I forgot to even mention this stone, because the messages that were coming through was like, kind of took over that. But that is Amazonite you guys were drawn to. Okay. Pile 3's person. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3. I'm waiting for the right time. Okay. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3. This says, as long as you love me and we're happy, who cares what they think? Okay, let's get some more. No regrets. I just heard they don't want to have any regrets. They don't want any regrets with you and with this connection, but we'll see with that. We'll clarify. Thoughts and feelings about pile 3 and the connection, please. I'm stalling to avoid taking action, and that came right out underneath. I'm waiting for the right time. They don't regret this connection at all. And what this is saying for me is that whatever it is they got going on in their life, whether it's, you know, something big like an existential crisis or a midlife crisis, or just something that just kind of got stirred up, you know, fairly recently that they're having to deal with, your person has a lot of regrets is what they're saying. They have a lot of regrets in life. They have a lot of regrets just in general, but you're not one of them. Pile 3 is what they're saying. You're the one thing, you know, and that might be, you know, blank. I'm not saying they regret everybody else, but, you know, you're one of, I'm hearing the few. You're one of the few people and the few connections and the few relationships that they have no regrets about, good or bad, right? But I feel like it's coming in a very, like your person's drawing a source of comfort from that in this point in time. Like they're glad to have you in their life. They're glad to have this experience with you. Let me get 2 more. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. This is, I like you, but I love me more. Looking out for number 1. So they're being very selfish and self-centered right now, but not necessarily in a bad way. Their focus is definitely being hijacked by, you know, what feels like for a lot of you is like an existential crisis and or a midlife crisis, okay? It's very difficult for them to focus on... I'm hearing your person is trying to build themselves up or trying to figure out how to do that. And until they're able to do that, they're not going to be able to build this connection up, because your person is just barely, yeah, there's something going on with them and or their outward circumstances that they're needing to build back up for a lot of you, okay? There's something they're needing to restore within themselves and or in their immediate environment. And that may be what's talking about here from waiting for the right time and I'm stalling to avoid taking action. We're going to, you know, clarify all of these. Let's get one more. Someone else has my heart. Let's find out what that's about. All right, and it says, I'm being 100% real with you at the back of the deck. So, let's clarify someone else has my heart, but I don't feel... I'm almost sensing that it's not going to be something romantic. Because I feel like you would already know about that with I'm being 100% real with you coming out at the back of the deck. This feels like something you would already know about. If it is, like if someone has their heart in a romantic sense, you would already know about it. They would have told you about it. So if them saying that someone else has their heart and you don't, you have no idea whether or not that person, it's a romantic interest of theirs, it's not. It's something else, okay? So we'll find out what's going on here. Let's start with the obvious. Tell me about someone else has my heart. Them. It's them. They. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. And that's really what I tapped into that automatically when that came out. It was the first thing. It was like the someone is them. It's like they're focusing all back on themselves. Like your person's sole focus right now is rebuilding themselves back up. And so your person may have a lot of deep wounding that they're tending to at this time, or at least trying to figure out how. Okay, I feel like the how for your person is a big problem right now. Like they're realizing there's something going on with their own energy that may have been causing certain patterns in their life to play out. And I'm picking up on, like, even if your person is not like middle age, I'm picking up that sense of somebody having lived enough life experiences to be able to see patterns playing out in their life, and they're asking, like, what the F is going on? Why does this keep happening? Like, they're not necessarily attributing it to bad luck anymore. They're starting to wonder, like, is it something with me? Is it something I'm doing or not doing that keeps having these same same circumstances play on repeat, where your person may have attributed them to like bad luck in the past, but your person is really starting to wonder whether or not there's something else at play. That may also be why soul work is in the reverse, because they haven't had the fullness of the realization yet, but they could be right on the brink of it, like understanding and realizing it's not bad luck that's causing all of these, effed up patterns in their life to play on replay. It's not bad luck. It's something. It's their own energy, right? It's their own way of thinking. It's their thoughts that's producing their reality and stuff like that. But yeah, so someone else has my heart. It's for the vast majority of you, it's not a third party, okay? It's not a romantic third party. It's your person's heart. That's what they're saying. They have right now their own heart and their own needs is what's taking precedence and priority over anything else in their life right now, okay? Heavy on the existential crisis / midlife crisis for a lot of you that your person's going through, okay? Tell me more about I'm waiting for the right time. Okay, they're waiting for the right time to reconcile with you, okay, with the Three of Cups here. So this may be for a lot of you where you're not, you may not have heard from this person for a minute. It's like, yeah, they're stalling to avoid taking action, but why? Five of Swords. Ooh, Four of Swords. Oh my gosh, your person is feeling like they're in a constant battle with themselves, and they go back and forth between the Four of Swords energy, which is rest and recovery, back into conflict. It's like this, I feel like it's an oscillation that your person is, experiencing. Like they'll experience moments of reprieve, right, from some of the things that happen in their life, and then right when they get comfortable, or they're like, they can rest and things are going good, something pops up around them, right, in their environment that brings some kind of conflict to them, whether it's, arguments with other people, or it could just be some really, the energies feel harsh to your person, whether it's coming from people or just circumstances, okay? The Five of Swords is very harsh, conflicting energies, and I'm picking up that it's an overall blanket of energy that your person's having to deal with. It's not like one specific relationship or circumstance. It's conflict overall, and so this is giving energies of like, things will be going good for your person in terms of like their finances, or things will be going good in terms of maybe like their connections overall, things will be going good or going in the flow, and then all of a sudden, you know, something happens to disrupt that peace, right? And your person is noticing this pattern play out in their life. And so they're waiting for the right time. They're trying to figure out how to put a stop to this pattern. They don't like the oscillation. They don't like the pendulum swings. Let's see. Yeah, they don't have it in them right now. And the major sector that they might be dealing with that's causing them the most anguish, I'm hearing, it could be finances and business, could be their money situation. But with the Queen of Pentacles coming up in the reverse, you know, this is someone that they're not nurturing. They're not feeling nurtured, right? They might be feeling neglected, but this is an overall energy. They might be, I just heard that your person is feeling neglected by life and or neglected by the universe. That's deep. Okay, so the reason why your person is waiting, quote unquote, for the right time to reconcile with you is because they're in a darkness right now, and they're not wanting to bring this energy to you. Okay, they're waiting for, you know, a better time to reconcile, to reach out, to meet up with you. All right, let's see. As long as you love me and we're happy, who cares what they think? All right, tell me more about that for your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3. There may be some people, or maybe even a specific person in your person's life that for whatever reason may be against this connection. That's their thought anyway. We got the Two of Cups in the reverse. And I don't know, like, if your person, for whatever reason, maybe up until this point, that mattered to them, what other people, I'm hearing it. There's one specific person. I'm hearing another person. You know, it's not others, it's one. There's one specific person that whose opinion that they care very much about when I don't know, it's weird. But what they're saying now is that it's, you know, and that may have some, okay, let me find out who this is. There's one person in your person's life that whose opinion that they cared about. Let me see if I can flesh out who that person is. Who is this person whose opinion that you've cared about that you no longer care about? Who is that? Who is this person? Now they want to be quiet. Who is this person? Pile 3's person. Five of Pentacles. It may be somebody. Oh, okay. Someone in your person's life might have some financial influence over your person. It could be an ex, could be a mother figure. The fact that the Five of Pentacles is coming up, it's like whomever this person is has the ability to bankrupt your person, to evict your person, okay? Five of Pentacles is you know, can talk about abandonment, but specifically because it's in the Pentacle suit, that's like abandoning in terms of financial assistance. Okay, so your person might be relying on one specific person for some kind of financial assistance, and whoever that person is, your person didn't want that person maybe knowing about you guys or something, because you know, they rely on that person for financial assistance, whoever that person is. It's not coming through. We do have the Two of Cups in the reverse, so it could be somebody that they were romantically connected to at some point in the past. It's not there though, because this literally says attraction in the reverse. So there's no if they are still connecting to that person, whether or not they might still be sexually connecting with someone else or romantically, the attraction for your person's not there. It's solely motivated by financial assistance, okay? Could be somebody that they work with the Eight of Pentacles here. But your person is coming through now saying it's like they've gotten to a space, or they're getting to a space where they don't care what that person thinks. It doesn't matter to your person, pile 3, you know, that, and that may be what's going on. That might be why a lot of stuff is crumbling in your person's outer, you know, that may have been what happened. Your person may have, you know, whether they told that person about you or not, they may have ended things with that person completely. And so they might be dealing with the ramifications of doing that, which would be, you know, that would be a third party, whether romantic or not, right? Yeah, and then I just saw the Four of Pentacles want to pop out. Keeper, right? Bookkeeper. This is someone who's, you know, been funding your person like financially. Floating, I just heard, floating your person financially, maybe loaning them money for things. You know, if your person has been having difficulties in their finances, whoever this person is may have been floating your person to help, you know, kind of providing a financial gap for them, if not actually like, you know, financially supporting them. But, you know, they're saying, as long as you love me and we're happy, who cares what that person thinks? Like, your person's like, if I have to figure out how to do this on my own, I'll figure out how to do it, right? Tell me about no regrets. And that might be where no regrets is coming from. Like, they're not regretting, you know, cutting ties with that person, and that person cutting financial assistance and stuff like that. You know, they might be seeing you as worth having done that. Yeah, King of Pentacles. That's commitment to you, right? That's, let's see. Wow. No regrets in terms of pile 3. Yeah, okay. I do feel, pile 3, that your person put a stop to some kind of a connection that they may have been romantically involved in, okay? That's coming through for a lot of you. And whoever that person was financially assisting your person in some way, shape, or form. But now that your person has walked away or cut ties with that person, the financial ties have also been cut to the detriment of your person's finances, okay? But they don't regret it. They don't regret it at all. They're seeing it as a whole new opportunity to start over again, but they're just having a hard time figuring out how. Like, how? You know what I mean? Because we got the Ace of Pentacles here with the Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse is letting dead things stay dead. They're, you know, and they're seeing, you know, it's funny though, like, because I see it on both sides. This energy applies to both the person that was financially funding your person, and then I can see this energy towards you. Like, they're fine with old things being dead so that they can have a new with you, right? But this is also saying they're okay with not starting again, not having anything brand new, not having a new beginning with, you know, that past person, with, you know, rebirth in the reverse here, okay? I'm stalling to avoid taking action. Tell me more about that, please. The King of Cups, okay. I see what that is. It was really weird the way this card was wanting to come out, and I had to set with the energy real quick. So what they're, there's established feelings here, you guys. Okay, the King of Cups is the master of that suit, and so this is somebody who, you know, that the cup is open, which means, you know, it's there to be shared. There's mastery in terms of like communicating and expressing that love and those feelings, and this is definitely a love that has been established. Okay, but what your person is saying is they're stalling to avoid taking action out of this energy or from this energy. Okay. I'm hearing, and they're doing that out of love for you. You know, the King of Cups here, it says compassion. They're stalling, but they're doing it out of love. They're doing it out of compassion, because the way your person is seeing things, pile 3, there's just so much maybe like movement, but it's like chaotic, and if it's not chaotic, it's definitely static. There's tension. And your person's not wanting to necessarily kind of throw you in the middle of all of that. And so they're seeing it as, yeah, they're stalling to avoid taking action, but they're doing that because they love you. Okay, the King of Cups, that's established love. That's somebody that's in love with you, very deeply in love with you. That's established feelings. Which, you know, contradicts over here. It says, I like you, but I love me more. So no, this person does love you very much. It's established. King of Cups. You don't get more developed love than that, okay? And because of what they're going through right now, it's like they're being selfish, but they're having to be selfish on purpose, okay? They do have an end goal in mind when it comes to you guys, because it's like, you know, they're waiting for the right time, and they're stalling to avoid taking action towards what, right? What action are they avoiding taking? Anything that's born out of this love. So that could be they're stalling, telling you that they're in love with you. They're stalling, expressing, or maybe, you know, public displays of affection, things like that. They're waiting for the right time for all of that. It's not that they're your person is wanting to keep those things from you indefinitely. They want to act out of this space with you, right? They want to express this love to you. They want to be more affectionate with you. They want to live out of this King of Cups space with you, but they're not feeling like they have the green light to do it at this time, but they do have that as a goal. That is a goal that they have, okay? Your person, whether they're aware of it or not, they are recognizing that they cannot give you anything from an empty cup, okay? So they're focusing this time and this attention and this energy on filling their own cup to a point where, the thing is though, they don't know how. They're still kind of stuck in like, okay, they know what they need to do, but they just don't know how, right? But that's what they're realizing. It's like, okay, you know, your person is understanding they're at a deficit when it comes to their own energy, maybe their own way of thinking, their own, whatever the case may be. And so they're trying to figure out, like, how do I do this? How do I restore my own energy? How do I fill my own cup? How do I do that? That way there's an abundance of, you know, to give to pile 3, to share with pile 3. Tell me more about I like you, but I love me more. I just heard your person say they got to get their mind right. Yeah, okay. It says happy news. So we got the Page of Cups, and then we got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So they're trying to figure out how, yes, that's it. They're trying to figure out how to fill their own cup. For some of you, your person may have been, because the Nine of Cups in the reverse can signify overindulgence in ways. And so maybe your person was indulging in some kind of addictive behaviors. Okay, I'm not picking up on hard substances. Some of you will probably know if that's the case or not. They're trying to figure out healthy ways of filling their cups, though, because your person is recognizing that maybe they had some things, some ways in the past that they were trying to use as filling their cups, but they were realizing that's not what that was doing at all, right? So they're trying to, this feels very much like healthy choices, trying to find healthy ways to restore and rebuild their own energy, to actually fill their cup in ways that are healthy, okay? I just heard dopamine. Healthier sources of dopamine, right? So your person may actually be wanting to go through some kind of a detox, pile 3. Whether it's, you know, it could be a detox from, you know, junk food, or it could be an actual detox from, you know, alcohol or substance abuse or whatever the case may be. It could be a dopamine detox they might be trying to go through as well. We already know what someone else, we already talked about someone else has my heart. Anything to add for I'm being 100% real with you? Is there anything you want to say about that? Wow. Okay, this might be in regards to like a past connection that they had. They're not investing in that anymore, okay? For those of you where maybe that's, because that is at the back of the deck, it's not the strongest energy, but that is kind of, it's like a side note that your person's putting in there. Because we did have this energy that said, you know, someone else has my heart, and you may have been quick to wonder whether or not it was a specific ex or a specific third party. Your person's like, no, they quit giving. I'm hearing them say they quit giving to that a long time ago. That's not, they were being real with you about that. And that's coming through because I feel like they've already communicated something along those lines to you. Okay. All right, let's get messages. We're going to close your reading out with messages from them to you. You guys, if you're getting from this reading what you came here for, take a moment, if you would. You can show your appreciation by smashing the like button for me. It's also a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know what pile you picked. Let me know how it resonated. Hit that subscribe button so you can become part of the family, along with the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile 3's person, what messages do you have for Pile 3? I can't reach out. And that's going right on top of I'm waiting for the right time. Yeah, they're waiting for the right time to reconcile. They're waiting for the right time to reach out. They're waiting. I just heard them say they're waiting for the right time to touch base with you again. More messages to Pile 3. I have too much to lose. Yeah, I'm seeing your person, you know how they have those sticks with the spinning plates at the, right? And your person's got like sticks with spinning plates all over the place. And it's just like, there's a lot they're trying to juggle. There's a lot they're trying to hold up and to keep from falling right now. That's where all their energy is going. I will clarify though. Let's see. Messages to Pile 3, please, to close the reading. Your person says that sometimes they stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, you're on their mind a lot, Pile 3. Some of you, your person looks at old text messages. They look at your pictures. They might surf your social media. Messages. That's upside down. We don't want that upside down in the deck anyway. Oh, we have I can't get enough of you. Yeah, you know what? There's some very sexual energy coming through with that one. I can't get enough of you. If you guys have been sexually intimate with your person, Pile 3, they think about that a lot. Okay, I'm hearing daydreams and fantasies and, you know, things of that nature. Give me 2 more. Yeah, if you were questioning whether or not there was something with a third party or whatever, they're like, no, okay, no, it's nothing like that. They're saying anymore. It may have been like that at one time, especially if you know your person was with someone romantically, like they had a romantic relationship with someone. They're like, no, it's not. It's all you now. It's like whatever focus they may have had on that person in that way, it's all on you now. Okay, in that way. Give me 2 more. Your thoughts and feelings. Your messages for Pile 3. I'm not over you. Yeah, no, they're not over you, pile three. Okay, if that was something you were wondering about, if you thought maybe, if you were wondering whether or not things were, losing momentum between the two of you, if you were questioning if they still have feelings for you, your person is like, they're not over you at all. Okay, at all. Like they're saying, I love that. I am gonna see what's going on with I have too much to lose. Just to clarify, but they're coming through telling you, like, yes, they're being 100% real with this energy too. And if they've told you this, they've meant everything that they said. They think about you all the time, to the point where they lay awake at night. Like their thoughts about you might be keeping them awake. Some of you, your person actually dreams about you, and if they don't dream about you when they sleep, I am picking up on daydreams and fantasies while they're awake. Okay. Oh man, this is a little bit 18 plus, but I'll PG it a little bit. When they do look at pictures, like when they have their alone adult time, right? It's thoughts of you. They fantasize about being with you during those times, and if they do have pictures and stuff of you, that's what they rely on. Okay. Give me one more. Your last message to pile three. Ooh, they want two. I see life differently now, and I hide behind material things. But that came out in a very crossing manner. And then at the very back of the deck, this says, I feel you leaving me behind. That might be a fear of theirs. Okay. You guys might be mirroring each other, because I'm picking up somewhat in your energy, pile three, you kind of questioning whether or not your person still has those strong feelings for you. Your person, they may not question whether or not you still have strong feelings for them, but what they are questioning is whether or not can you hold on? Because your person is going through something right now, and they're not able to they're not able to devote the kind of energy to you and to the connection that they want to. They have intentions to, right? They have intentions to, but they have to get something worked out first. For a lot of you, it's starting internally. Your person trying to figure out how, to fill their own cup and, resolve some of these patterns that they've noticed have been playing out in their life. Okay, so it's showing up at the back of the deck. So this is not them saying that they actually do feel you leaving them behind. This is something that they fear. They're wondering, like, are you going to give them the chance to be able to resolve a lot of this, and will you still be there for them? Because they are. If you're not hearing from your person, they have every intention of reaching out. I'm hearing pretty soon. Okay. And of course, timing for everybody is relative. So whatever pretty soon might mean for you. And for those of you where you feel like your person has been stalling on taking action towards like moving things forward in this connection to something more concrete, more committed, more exclusive, more regular, whatever the case may be, they have intentions of that too. And before they feel like they have the green light to do that, there's just some things that they're needing to resolve, both within themselves and within their life in general. All right, you guys, pile three, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Oh, and for those where you didn't see this, the last two messages here said, I see life differently now. And then it says, I hide behind material things. Those were their other two messages to you. And yeah, I do feel like your person coming through, it's like you had and still have a very profound impact on your person's life. Okay. You are a very important person to your person. For a lot of you, you are a priority, even if you don't feel like it, even if it doesn't seem like it. And the reason why you may not be feeling like it and seeing like it is because your person at this point in time, they're putting themselves first, because they've realized that they're not going to be of any use to you if they don't. Okay? Because your person is realizing a lot of these things that keep popping up in their life, it's not anything it's things that are happening spontaneously for the most part, but they're also, you know, starting to wonder, like, is there something, it's not bad luck, right? Your person is starting to question, like, okay, and question to the point of, like, they're looking into it. Like, it's not, this can't just be bad luck, you know, there's something else going on. All right, you guys. All right, I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, Pile 3.